Adesanya 29. Anderson Silva will be 44 in April. Adesanya, the taller man by 2 inches. He will have a 3-inch edge in reach. With that, to get us the introductions for our main event, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Victoria Sports and Combat Board. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Garth Harriman, Charlie Keach, and Albert Shen. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne, Australia. It's time! 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 34 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson the Spider Silva! Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding an undefeated professional record, 15 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, by way of Lagos, Nigeria, presenting the number 6 ranked middleweight contender in the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya!
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You're gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves and let's do it.
Here we go, folks. Israel Adesanya putting that 15-0 record on the line tonight against the future UFC Hall of Famer, Anderson Silva. I think Adesanya pleasantly surprised that Silva is still fighting as Adesanya enters his fighting prime. He'll be 30 years old in July, and we are underway. Israel Adesanya is in black. Anderson Silva is in yellow.
Anderson Silva, southpaw. See which weapons are going to be fired first. I'd look for an inside kick, probably is what I'm thinking. Outside kick of Adesanya first.
Adesanya very deceptive with his movement and his footwork, constantly in motion and switching stances, but never in a rush, as he told us. I don't pray and hope, I aim and fire. I'm just trying to touch the opponent.
If you watch Anderson, he's always taking his time in the very beginning of the fight. First minute or two, he makes all the reads on timing, range, what weapons you're trying to use, what you're setting up, and then he starts letting go later. We'll find out if he gets that option with Israel.
Most of Adesanya's UFC competition has tried to take him down, Dom. That is not the expectation tonight, but you just never know.
That's what we're hoping for, but he also said that he's looking to stay busy and make Anderson Silva work. People don't make him work hard enough. They don't keep throwing on him enough. And so far, just a lot of flash, not too much work yet.
Very aggressive schedule for Israel Adesanya as he attacks that lead leg of Anderson Silva. 4 UFC fights in 2018 and getting right after it here early 2019. Silva's first strike lands. Adesanya with eyes fixed on the target, presses forward.
trying to get Anderson to look at his legs first and then let his hands go soon after. But watch that hook kick. That kick that he just threw right there is one of Adesanya's best kicks. He makes it look like it's going to go to the body or low, and then it flips over the top of your defense. It's called a question mark kick, and he's very good with it. And he gets you thinking about a bunch of other things before he lands it.
Two minutes off the round one clock.
Anderson's so good at keeping the fight at his pace. I mean, it's been 2 minutes, and there's been almost nothing thrown already.
Adesanya trying to get a beat on his opponent here. Silva ready to counter at all times.
See, there's that question mark kick that I was talking about. And he's getting Anderson to bite on the feints. He fakes, 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 fakes. And now Anderson's chasing.
And Adesanya touched Silva with the right hand.
He's hurt.
Big one there.
That hurt him. He needs his hands up.
That got a slight wobble out of Silva. Big right hand now from Adesanya. And now an elbow and a knee for good measure.
I'd like to see Anderson get his hands up and get the pressure going. Those right hand, the punches are landing, and he's reaching for the hand instead of bringing his hands up to his face in Anderson. Adesanya is now starting to get that read.
Inside leg kick lands with authority for Adesanya. 2 minutes now to go, round one.
The feints are the difference. Adesanya's faking, he's faking, and Anderson's just staring. And now he's chasing. He landed one. Can't chase Israel, though. He's got to be careful with the chasing.
Herb Dean just checking to make sure both fighters had their mouthpieces in. They do, and we trudge on.
I think a little slobber just got knocked out.
Body kick from Silva lands under the right elbow of Adesanya.
One thing I don't like Anderson's doing is he's reaching for the hands. Can't reach with Adesanya because the kick comes out of nowhere if you start reaching for his hands. More feints from Anderson would help. Ooh, big right hands landing.
Well, a showmanship out of Silva. Crowd totally engaged here, 4 minutes in.
See, he's biting on the feints, and that's the issue. Adesanya fakes, Anderson's biting, so he needs to fire or feint first. Nice kick to the, nice teep to the knee of Adesanya to keep the space where he wants it. Watch that hook kick. It's coming soon. He's looking for it. That's what he's trying to set up in Adesanya.
Silva trying to navigate distance, is able to avoid that left kick. Just barely, says Adesanya.
And that's how much you always miss by when both these guys, you try to kick them, you got to set it up. It's called throwing an empty kick, and that's why they're able to lean on it. Now, he doesn't want to run after Adesanya because that's when you got the power.
You hear the oohs and ahs every time Silva advances. Final 10 seconds of the round.
Good left hand by Adesanya. Those punches are landing when he switches stance. He's coming with the straight punches.
Ooh, a couple late left hands, and Silva just able to duck under that left kick. 5 minutes down.
Breathe, breathe. Sit down, Anderson. I'm good, I'm good. You want water? Pay attention. You have to hit him. Hey, your punch landed. Throw your backhand. Keep faking the jab. He's marking your right. You're waiting too long. He respected you.
Right here, we can see a big right hand land after a fake of a knee, and then an elbow, and then another knee. Not super heavy shots, but just enough. And here we see a left hand land to a right straight, get Adesanya on his heels, and then that right hook just misses. Can't be chasing Adesanya. He needs to head him off.
Can Adesanya crowd on hand here, Rod Laver Arena. Go ahead, Dom.
Sorry about that, Anik. Adesanya is playing that showmanship. You usually see Spider Anderson Silva doing that to people, and now we're seeing Adesanya give him a taste of his own medicine with the showmanship.
Heel landed partially there for Anderson Silva. Part of the message in his corner, they feel like that right hand will be there. Landed it a couple times in round 1.
Oh, big counter right hook, and that's what you got to watch out for when you go first on Anderson. He's a good counter striker. But also, Anderson's corner saying he needs to go first. He's waiting a little too long, and I kind of agree with that. He needs to be first a little bit more on Adesanya in this round.
Adesanya back orthodox now. Silva tries a kick, partially blocked by Israel.
Israel faking a lot. That's what's really good about what he's doing right now. He's always showing something different. Fake, fake, fake. Anderson's kind of staring in the mirror, waiting. He needs to be first if I'm Anderson. There it is.
Adesanya continues to attack that lead leg of Silva. Oh! Silva with the guard completely lowered.
Eats the 1-2. We saw that with Weidman, and it didn't go so well. Let's keep that guard up from Anderson Silva. Nobody wants to eat punches. That was a different defense. You see how he defended that leg kick? That's different. He just turned and gave the hamstring, but it kind of like makes the leg go up the leg instead of pumping into the muscle. That was interesting.
Adesanya bit on the fake there. Silva unable to capitalize. Big left hand lands for Adesanya.
And now the boxing's getting through of Adesanya because his hands are down. Ooh, good counter right by Silva.
That right hand has been Silva's best weapon tonight.
And right now, what would really help Adesanya is some combinations. From either of these guys' combinations, they're both throwing one flashy strike at a time. It's landing though, both these guys. There it is, there's a combination, and now it's landing. And this is what Anderson needs to do. Make it ugly, get in the underhooks, get in the pocket, create some elbows, create some knees. Fighting like that, being first, is how Anderson can be successful.
Adesanya forced to clinch for a second. Now a buckling leg kick from Israel. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Silva closing a plus 350 underdog. Again, Adesanya attacks the lower body as we show you these significant strikes landed. Adesanya doubling up on the former middleweight champ.
Nice, they're both landing 1-2s. Another jab right in the eye.
And that
of
one
Israel.
bothered, yeah, the left eye of Adesanya.
That one got into his eye, kind of poked him a little. And Anderson being first, keeping the pressure, keep those hands up if you're careful if you're Anderson. Right here is when you can be dangerous, and putting Israel up against the fence, keeping it here is exactly what Anderson needs to do. Keep it ugly, keep the pressure moving forward on Israel. Very nice.
Adesanya is still patient.
Excuse me. I like the guard of Anderson right now, but I don't like him eating his shots with his hands down. Can't get too cocky.
Yeah, not necessarily the fighter you want to showboat against. Nifty little heel spinning kick.
And he's been landing those all night. Those are nice. They hurt.
Well, those expecting this to be a whitewash, we are getting a fight. Left hand lands partially for Silva.
This is absolutely a fight, and I think Israel knows it too. Still, don't blink, because these guys are seconds away. They're just missing by inches, and they're both making reads on the finished shot.
Less than a minute now to go here in round 2. Adesanya resets.
Talk about a chess match, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they're staring at each other. Feints would really help.
You see the total strikes advantage Adesanya in round 1 and 2, but far tighter here in this second round.
Adesanya still just edging out Anderson on the strike count, and that's what we were saying coming in. Anderson needs to bring his strike count up a little bit, because that's the one thing Israel does well, is he keeps a high strike count. And here we are seeing Anderson get after it. That's what he needs to do. Make it ugly, get grimy, be first, and that's what we're seeing here.
Silva now connects to the body. Final 10 seconds of the round. Spinning attack from Silva, nothing doing. We got a fight. 5 minutes to go.
Right here, we're gonna see Adesanya land a 1-2 down the middle. Anderson just say, oh, you got me, but I'm gonna make it seem like nothing. And then the 1-2 by Anderson here, then he follows it up. Squares up, right hand, a nice jab by Anderson from the southpaw stance. Right jab, down the middle.
Dance your dance, bro. Your rhythm, your rhythm.
Remember the wall drill?
The wall drill, yeah. Boom. Side to side, side to side.
Get over.
De quadril sua, pisando no joelho da frente quando ele vem, você pisa. Isso é seu, tá em você.
It's yours.
E ó, fita o jab, joga o jab.
Fake the jab, fake the jab, and then jab. Fake the jab, use a lot of
Mantenha a
feints.
mão alta, chute alto.
You gotta use feints.
Tá ganhando a luta.
Well, a lot of fans got to be sitting home wishing this was maybe a 5-rounder, but of course this originally was going to be the co-main event, so the contracts were signed for a 3-round fight. This is our 3rd and final round.
Realistically, this is exactly what fans wanted. Now let's see if they pick up the pace in this 3rd. I have a feeling we're going to see Israel throw a lot more in this 3rd round to try to get the finish and establish it.
And I am no judge, but could very well be 1-1 heading into this 3rd and final round. I believe I'm hearing Silva chants here in Melbourne. A lot of people wondered what the crowd split would be like.
Ooh, that hurt, that hurt. That did hurt. Don't think it didn't, ladies and gentlemen. Anderson's good at pretending like nothing, but it hurts. Showmanship, that's what he does to people. Get you thinking, get you talking.
Adesanya forced to retreat. Silva attempts the flying knee and unable to land. Now Adesanya right back in his face, some swelling underneath that right eye of Silva.
Silva almost perceivably keeping his back up against the ropes if it was a boxing match. Just kind of chilling, waiting. See, looking for the counter.
Well, that right eye of Silva blew up quickly.
Yeah, he's been eating some left hands from the southpaw Adesanya, but right now Adesanya's cool with just faking. Saying, come on, I'm right here. Anderson saying, come on, I'm right here, come get me. I ain't going anywhere.
And Adesanya obliges Silva, moves over to the fence.
And my guys, I say this is called staring in the mirror. What Adesanya needs to do here is fake, 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 fake. Keep the fakes going, and then Silva can't read when he goes. But if he just stares at him, it's speed for speed, read for read. Fakes break that apart.
Perhaps Silva looking to force a clinch situation here. Adesanya staying composed. Just over 3 minutes to go. Back to the center of the octagon we go. Adesanya continues to work that lower half of Anderson Silva.
He's setting up that right high kick that he's got from the southpaw stance. That's why he keeps kicking the leg of Anderson. He's gonna go high towards the end of the round. I have a feeling. Kick the low, and then go left high kick. There it is.
Silva's defense is there as Adesanya attempts the question mark kick. Leg strikes starting to pile up for the last style bender.
21 leg kicks for Adesanya, and that's the difference maker. The strikes, he's throwing a little bit more. He's more offensive than Anderson. Anderson's keeping him shy though by countering at the right times. He ate that one. Still like to see Anderson's guard up. I mean, how cool is this watching Anderson Silva go strike for strike with this man?
Yeah.
20 years age older.
Under 2 minutes now to decide this one.
And Adesanya just looking amazing. He is. He's doing everything right, and it's not easy fighting Anderson Silva. He's clipping him from the outside with that left, and that's why it's swollen up the eye of Silva.
Well, Silva has put in a lot of good work in advance of this fight here tonight. You see the round 3 total strikes. 4-1 edge for Adesanya.
What's interesting is, if you watch this, I mean, this shows you how much you gotta wrestle and mix in wrestling with Anderson Silva. Otherwise, he could strike at anybody, strike for strike. You mix in some takedowns, it breaks up the rhythm of his striking, and that's what we haven't seen Adesanya do, which usually is what helps people out-edge Anderson Silva. That's what DC did, that's what certain people who beat him did. They take him down. Adesanya's going strike for strike, And now this has gone the distance, and it's been a very close fight as a result.
Last minute of our main event, Adesanya rips the body once more.
Nice.
Left hand.
Good right high kick, switch to southpaw and switch. But I like to see him keep his hands up and stop eating these punches. He needs to go first because he's eating more than Adesanya.
And now Silva returns fire with a kick.
That's how you know Anderson's having fun, though. When you're eating shots and you're okay with it, you're literally in the fight, having fun.
And he just backed up Adesanya
30 seconds.
with a stiff jab. 30 seconds now to go.
Some flashes coming soon.
Adesanya digs those toes into the body. They exchange spinning techniques, neither party able to land. Final 10 seconds of the fight.
What a fight. Breaking it down all the way to the end. Awesome matchup.
What
for
a
these two
striking
gentlemen. Way to
match
close it
turned
out.
in by Israel Adesanya and Anderson Silva. And so much respect from one man to another. And Anderson Silva, at 43 years old, able to extend Israel Adesanya the full 15 minutes here tonight. Silva showing his appreciation to Adesanya for the fight. A lot of people believe at some point Israel Adesanya will have that middleweight belt firmly around his waist. Of course, Robert Whittaker, Kelvin Gastelum, and the rest are going to have a whole lot to say about that. But tonight belongs to those two men, Israel Adesanya and they soon-to-be UFC Hall of Famer Anderson Silva.
And as we see here, I mean, Adesanya gets Anderson Silva chasing him, but Anderson's able to land too. I mean, he doesn't land quite as much as Israel, but he goes strike for strike, and he sees everything, dodging the kicks, moving back, being able to play the showmanship with Adesanya. I mean, you really did see a mirror match in this fight, and it was very fun. Nice right hand, sits Adesanya back. He says, no, that didn't hurt, but it did. And we see Anderson eat a three-piecer, says that doesn't hurt, but it did. We see a leg kick land, he acts like it hurt, and it doesn't. These guys just faking the whole time. And then we see a lot of hugs in the end, a share of respect, and that's what makes this sport so awesome. There's always respect at the end of these fights.
I mean, that's one of the many reasons why a lot of us believe this is the greatest sport in the world. Great showcase for the young talent, Israel Adesanya and Anderson Silva, showing you there's still plenty of fight left in the dog. All right, one final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Israel the Last